This is Walt Disney World. But so is this. And this. And all of this. Come see what we found when we decided to stay at Fort Wilderness for the first time.
Dale had his nose broken 3 times in the exact same place. 3 times in the exact same place. So he stopped going there.
Yes, the wonder of Magic Kingdom is just 10 minutes away. But you can also take a break. You can get away from the hustle and bustle of it all. You can put the vacation back into your vacation. So come see all those to discover and maybe try a new way to do Disney on your family's next trip to Walt Disney World.
One of the first things people want to know when choosing a resort is what are the accommodations? Where will I be resting my head at night or for those midday naps? Fort Wilderness has both cabins and campsites. These cabins are currently all in the process of being replaced by the new DVC cabins. We can't show you the construction as it is top secret, but these are the official images from Disney that show the eventual results. While this will be an official DVC resort, cash rentals will be possible for non-members, subject to availability, of course. As for the campsites, we stayed at 2 different sites to give you an idea of what they look like. The first is a partial hookup suitable for tents, pop-up campers, or van-type campers.
Okay, so we are here at Fort Wilderness. We are going to be camping for the next 3 days. There's so much to do here at Fort Wilderness that I'm excited about that. The horseback riding, the archery, the gem collecting. There's so much to do with kids. I'm so excited about all that. Dreading sleeping in a tent. I've avoided it for the last 25 years, but here we are. We're gonna give it a go.
We stayed in a tent with our 4-year-old and our 2-year-old.
Let's see. How's it looking here? Is it gonna be spacious enough for all 4 of us? Think we'll make it work?
Wait, what?
Spoiler alert, camping in a tent still isn't for me, but the kiddos loved it, and that's all that really matters.
All right, it's our first night in the tent. There's feet everywhere, there's stuff everywhere. It's gonna be a long night. We can do it. Are we gonna do it? Like I said, it's gonna be a long night.
And yet we still can't wait to come back, so stay tuned to see why we ended up falling in love with this resort. My parents had it a bit easier as they brought their Class B camper van down from Pennsylvania. The camper and our tent both fit comfortably in the space. The campsites are fairly straightforward. There is either a concrete pad or gravel.
One benefit of the gravel, if you have any toys, it becomes an extra activity.
They feature electricity, including free Wi-Fi, water, a grill, and a picnic table. Is that a squirrel?
Alright, so this morning we came out and we found some evidence of squirrel tampering. We didn't even know we left these snacks out, but somehow they found them and ate them, so make sure you put your snacks away.
Our second campsite was a premium campsite, which includes everything already mentioned, plus a sewer hookup, and a larger concrete pad to accommodate larger RVs.
And the real premium item, themed hookup.
The concrete pads do vary from 25 to 60 feet long and 10 by 18 feet wide, so you'll want to keep that in mind when booking a campsite to make sure it fits your needs. And with those bigger concrete pads, next time we are definitely bringing chalk for the kiddos to draw. At this point, you may have noticed something is missing. When most people think of camping, they think of 2 things, a tent or a camper and a campfire. But there is no campfire. While there are 2 communal campfires in the evenings, the campsites themselves do not contain a fire pit. So this might be a strike against Fort Wilderness for camping traditionalists. You can bring your own fire pit, but only if it's an approved covered one that meets Disney's criteria.
All campsite loops have their own comfort station, where you'll find toilets and showers. And good news, those individual showers do have doors for privacy. The comfort stations also contain laundry facilities and ice machines, though those do both cost money. The cabins, of course, have their own bathrooms, so there is no comfort station on those loops. They instead have a shared laundry facility at the Wilderness Pool building. When you check in, you may be given some different options for a site, and if you consult the map, you'll find every location has different advantages. There are 3 main areas of Fort Wilderness that we will mention throughout this video. They are the Outpost, where you'll find the lobby and the main bus depot. The Meadows area, which is the primary hub of activities, including the main swimming pool, and the Settlement is where you'll find the primary dining locations and the water transportation to Magic Kingdom. Another notable feature at Fort Wilderness is the Tri-Circle D Ranch, which is split between the Trailblazer Corral at the Outpost and the stables at the Settlement. Now we will get into all these offerings in more detail, but it's just worth keeping in mind that different types of sites will be closer or further to these locations. For us, we did enjoy our first campsite more, as it was in the Meadow area right next to most of those activities. In the future, we would likely request this area again. It might seem a bit strange to be like staying in the woods and then suddenly you go visit Magic Kingdom in the castle and everything, but it's actually sort of a quintessential Walt Disney experience, because Walt wasn't just about revolutionizing animated films and theme parks. He actually, many don't know, sort of invented the modern nature documentary, this true life adventure films, which used natural footage of animals edited to tell a story, and it made it more accessible to people, made them more drawn into it, and so they cared more about protecting and preserving these animals. So just like Walt loved nature, then he also had his vision for the original Epcot, City of Progress, the City of Tomorrow. So when you come and enjoy the natural wonders of nature, and then go enjoy the man-made wonders in the park, you're getting both of those sides of Walt Disney, and really both sides of what makes our unique planet Earth so special.
Well said, Tim. And with that in mind, anyone coming to Disney World is probably interested in the main attraction, the theme parks, of course. So what are your transportation options here at Fort Wilderness? Magic Kingdom is the closest park and accessible by boat that will take about 15 minutes. Or you can also get to Magic Kingdom by bus, which loads in the Settlement area. But for the other 3 parks, as well as Disney Springs, you'll need to take a bus at the front Outpost area. It is possible to walk everywhere around the campground, but to give you an idea of the size, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes to walk from the Outpost all the way to the marina. So if you want to save your energy for the parks, use the internal bus system instead. It provides transportation to the main bus stops as well as all the campsite loops. But by far the best way to get around Fort Wilderness is by golf cart.
You like riding on the golf cart, Fifi?
If you plan on enjoying all that this resort has to offer, then we highly recommend reserving one of these carts at the same time that you reserve your campsite. They can sell out, so get yours booked early. Fit this into your budget and you are sure to enjoy your time here even more. Not only are these the most convenient and efficient way to get around, it's also basically an extra attraction for the kids, and heck, the adults too. Some campers make it extra fun by decorating their carts in creative ways. And as for your actual vehicle, they can be parked at your campsite or in the main lot at the resort entrance.
The Meadow and the Settlement both contain small stores. These are standard gift shops with souvenirs and merchandise, and they also contain supplies you may need, whether food and drinks, some medical or hygiene items, or dedicated camping supplies like charcoal for the grill or firewood for that fire pit that you probably don't have. If you don't want to do all of your own grilling, there are a number of dining options. For the Meadow area, there's just a snack truck that's open during the evening campfire events, an ice cream truck that's generally found around the area, and a snack bar that's open at the pool. You can also refill those reusable resort mugs if you bought one at the gift shop. The actual restaurants are all found at the Settlement. This includes the Hoop-De-Doo Review at Pioneer Hall, a musical dinner show where reservations are highly recommended due to its popularity. We'll put a link in the description below to our video in which we do a full review of that experience if you're interested. Trail's End Restaurant is the quick service option. You can mobile order food on the app here, or just walk in for some grab-and-go options to enjoy the indoor or outdoor seating, or to just take back to your campsite. There are a number of affordable options for families, at least by Disney World standards, including a chicken dinner that the Acclaim feeds too, but it's quite hearty portions, and there's whole pizzas as well, including a smokehouse option that as a meat lover is one of my personal recommendations, though Devin isn't a fan. She thinks a barbecue sauce would have been more complimentary to the brisket than the standard pizza sauce you get instead. You can also refill those resort mugs here, but if you want an alcoholic drink, you can find that inside the same building at Crockett's Tavern, which used to feature a lot more Davy Crockett theming, but much of it was unfortunately removed in a 2023 remodel.
So you've got a place to stay, a way to get around, and food to fill your stomach, and now you're ready to have some fun. So how about all those activities we showed in the intro? First, let's talk about the pool, because this is Florida and it is hot. The main pool is located at the Meadow area, and it's comparable to what you will find at a moderate or deluxe resort, with a separate large splash pad for the little ones and a large twisting pool slide for all ages.
I love that slide.
There will be pool games for the kids in the afternoon and a hot tub nearby for relaxation. One difference from the other resorts, though, is that towels are not provided at the pool. You must bring your own. There are still complimentary life jackets available, though. There is a second pool back by the cabin loops, known as the Wilderness Pool. It is smaller, no splash pad or slide, though it does have the hot tub. Its smaller size generally means it will also be less busy. It's also open earlier due to having no lifeguards on duty. Only vending machines are available for snacks here, and billiards is the only game to play, though a basketball hoop is also outside. We should take this moment to mention basketball hoops are something found at some campsite loops, while others will feature classic tetherball. Watch your kids play while you cringe waiting for a bonked head.
But let's return to the Meadow, which is the primary hub of resort activities. Here you will find various games to play. As well as sports courts. There's also a small video game arcade next to the snack bar. And there is one of 4 resort playgrounds here. We won't go into detail on all these playgrounds, except to say we have a full review of the settlement playground that we will link in the description below. Also to note that next to this one there was a dog park if you brought your furry friends. The Meadow is where you will find the bike barn. And yes, you can rent bicycles here, but there's so much more. Canoes and kayaks can be rented here too, and taken out for a peaceful jaunt around the surrounding waterway. When you rent the canoe, you'll get a map that shows you the route that you can take, and they'll give you an air horn in case of an emergency. Hopefully you won't need to blow that. And then everyone's required to get a life vest, which you can get here. And there's the boats. You kids ready?
Yeah.
Are you gonna paddle?
Ready? I'm gonna paddle the little boat.
Here's the canoe. They would not let 4 of us ride in the canoe. They would only allow 3, so we have 2 separate canoes. You pay when you return, and the rate is based upon how long it took you. It took us about an hour, and you should expect at least that long if you want to go at a leisurely pace. You'd have to be constantly paddling to complete the circuit in 30 minutes, but hey, maybe you want the challenge. However long it takes you, we found this one of the most affordable activities you can do at Disney World, and something we would definitely do again. In fact, Fiona said,
Canoeing was my favorite.
It's Pocahontas. Just around the river bend.
"Who says a Disney vacation can't be relaxed?"
Watch the boat.
You have the best of both worlds. You're a paddle away from Magic Kingdom. Not really. Where are you taking us?
Mama, if you're not paddling, we're gonna run into that tree.
This has been so much fun. We're coming to the end of our hour. We have a way around the bend to go. But it has been so much fun. It's been a workout, and it's like noon, so it was the hottest time of the day. But there was enough shade throughout the river journey to make it not unbearable or anything. And it was so much fun. I would definitely do this again. I kind of want to do it again.
Yellow paddle.
Phoebe, do you want to do this again?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Hey,
If you have some time on your trip or you want to make some time, would definitely recommend doing this. What do you think, Bud? Was it fun? Yeah?
A great way to unwind after a stressful day in the parks. Have a resort day where you just get to come and relax out on the water.
Definitely. And you don't have to be staying here to do this. You can just come and rent. maybe come for lunch and do a canoe ride, and then you can go back to Magic Kingdom for the fireworks later. So we're off. See ya.
Another rental option at the bike barn is fishing gear, which can be rented for an hour or for the whole day, by which they mean return it by 5 when the bike barn closes. This was a less positive experience as we failed to catch a single fish with the 2 fishing poles we rented. If you bring your own equipment, there are definitely fish to be caught, as we saw others do. But the tools you get as a rental are quite limited, though you do have the option of purchasing live bait. We tried both the lures and the worms, and no luck either way. There are only 2 designated fishing spots, one at a small dock across from the bike barn that can get crowded fast if demand is high, and another much longer stretch behind the 300 campsite loop. The child's pole was basically useless at the second location though, as it required a much longer cast, unfortunately.
We haven't caught anything yet, but I did see quite a large fish out in the middle there. Oh, it's coming to mine. Ah! You see it? It's coming. Eat it. All right, it's a turtle. Never mind. It's a turtle.
So this was not a successful activity for us, though the kids still enjoyed the many turtles we saw swimming about.
Hello, Mr. Turtle. Do you know where I can catch a fish? No. Alright.
Well, so far the only thing I've caught is a dragonfly.
If you manage to catch anything, fish or otherwise, know that fishing here is catch and release only. If you aren't a fisherman yourself but want to increase your odds, guided fishing boat excursions can be reserved for a higher cost. There are a couple of other activities at the bike barn that our children are not yet old enough to do, so we did skip them this time. But these include a 90-minute archery session and a guided Segway tour around the resort. And by the way, if you don't know how to drive a Segway, instructions are given before the tour.
One of the more unique activities that is available to kids of all ages is the mining sluice. At the bike barn, you will purchase one of 3 sizes of bags, depending on just how much you want to discover, and then you're given a tray to use at the nearby sluice.
It's like a big sack of potatoes.
As you dump the bag into the tray and sift it through the water, you will discover various gemstones and fossils.
Whoa, there's a big something in there. What is that? What's this? Oh, yeah, he found an arrowhead. Whoa, but this looks like a shark tooth. Look at it, it's pointy.
We're only 5.
Oh my gosh, more shark teeth. Ooh, my gosh, we're rich.
Whoa.
We're rich. Look at this piece of
Wait.
gold.
Ian, don't touch it. You're rich.
You're gonna have enough shark teeth to make a necklace.
Wow.
We're gonna look like Maui.
You're welcome.
Wow. I'm tired.
Good. Oh my gosh, you guys almost lost this. You gotta be careful. There's another. What's going on up there?
Ian, dropping pieces.
Baby boy.
We're gonna
You're
lose.
dropping our prized possessions.
Are the supervisors not doing their jobs?
They're just sitting there on the job. What's your favorite piece, Fifi? What's your favorite gem?
This seashell.
You like the fossils?
I like
You got various fossils, seashells, shark teeth. You got gems, gold, or what looks like gold, I should say. With your purchase, you also get a bag to store your new treasures and a handy guide to help identify them. But I'm not sure why this is pyrite. Clearly we found actual gold, and we plan to be very wealthy after this. From the back of your card, it'll explain what all the items are, in case you're not sure, in case you're not an expert in fossils and gems. So look on the front, you can identify it, and then look on the back, and you can learn a little bit more about it.
This is so much fun. Any little kids that like, collecting rocks and stuff, this is absolutely a must-do.
Was this fun, Fifi? Would you recommend it to other kids? It's both a fun experience and a memorable souvenir. There are a couple other ways to have fun and take home a souvenir. One is to look for an image of Chip and Dale that will be hidden somewhere in the area each day. Take a selfie with them and return to the bike barn to receive a pin. If you continue to find them each day, you can eventually fill your pin with stickers and unlock a special photo op. Another great option is participating in various crafting activities that take place at certain times in front of the bike barn. Say Fiona.
Yeah.
Okay, go bud. You want to drop?
These are different each day and change each month, with there sometimes being seasonal editions. So when you check in, be sure to ask for a recreation schedule for that month so you can plan for which ones you may be interested in. Different options will have different costs, though these are not listed on the schedule. So when you come to Disney, you're gonna end up buying souvenirs. So why not buy one that your kids can personalize and they can have fun doing it, and then you have an experience and also something to take home. On this particular day, we got to make a trail mix joy in the morning. You got a tree, hidden Mickey of course, some kitties, Fiona in a boat with the sun. And we actually ended up using this trail mix joy to display our mining sluice loot. For the evening activity, we made slime.
My little cowgirl.
I want it to be this.
You want it to be that color? Alright. Now are you ready for the special secret ingredient? To make it actual slime? Do you have a magic word for me? Fiona? Can you spell that for me?
Fiona.
I-O-N-A. Very nice. Very pretty.
ABC.
Mix it with your hands after I pour the next one in, okay?
You guys just stir it with your hands now.
Yeah, you have to stir it with your hands now.
Put it in the slime.
You have to put your hands in the slime. Is that okay?
Yeah. It's gonna be really. I'm having so much fun swishing and squashing.
Hey boys, you want to see what we made? Come here.
Kind of matches her fur.
We made slime.
Sticky, don't touch it.
This is our friend Fiona. She is our official slime maker.
If you're wondering why Chip and Dale are just wandering around, they can often be found in this area while they are preparing for their nightly campfire show. If your kids are Chip and Dale fans, then Fort Wilderness is the place to be. The community campfires are also at the Meadow area, and the fun begins with Chip and Dale hosting campfire games for kids. On this day, they were playing a matching game just for fun.
Go ahead, Fifi.
All right, it's your turn. Simba.
We haven't even gotten him yet.
And Simba, you got it.
Yay!
I did it! Yay!
Good job, Fiona.
Afterward, the fires will be lit and marshmallows can be roasted. Now, if you have stayed at other Disney resorts, you may expect marshmallows to be free, but that is not the case here. We were told by cast members that with so many campsites and just 2 campfires, the demand is too high here for the experience to give out marshmallows for free like the other resorts. You do have the option of bringing your own marshmallow roasting supplies, or otherwise you will have to purchase a s'mores kit from the nearby food truck or Trails End restaurant. You can also purchase the individual items from the gift shops. If you bring your own, it does need to be an actual roasting stick from a store. We saw someone try to use a stick from the woods and a cast member gave a big nope to that. Soon it will be time for the Campfire Sing-A-Long, and for us, this was an unexpected highlight of our trip.
I don't know about you, but I'm about ready for Chip and Dale. You guys ready for Chip and Dale? I think if we can get some clapping, some screaming, some cheering, we can probably get Chip and Dale up here. Come on, folks, put your hands together. Screaming, cheering for the famous one and only Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale are being escorted tonight by the Malone family all the way from Orlando. Yeah. It's Kip and Dave, they're just a couple of crazy rascals out to have some fun. When Chip and Dave start cooking up some trouble, you can bet it gets well done. Whoops, all say they are the kids too, to tell the truth, I think so too.
We would go as far as to say that this free show at Fort Wilderness is one of our favorite shows that we've seen at Walt Disney World. We know it's a hot take, but it's more than just a sing-along. It's also a comedy act, and the host Cowboy John genuinely made us laugh out loud several times.
Can you all put your hands together right here? Oh, no, I'll jump in. Go ahead. Country roads, take me home to the place. Mountain mama, take me home. All together, what was it, folks? One more time. That's right, it was fishing. Any small town folks out there? If you're from a small town, give me a yeehaw. You'll appreciate this maybe more than the city folks. My mom called the other day, still lives in that same small town. Told me that they've carpeted the bathroom. And they like it so much, they're gonna run the carpet all the way to the house. We got some fireworks, you know, happily ever after. That's taking place right down here at the beach at 8:45. Only a 5-minute walk, hour and a half bus ride.
Throw in a hokey pokey with Chip and Dale at the end, and this, in our opinion, is a must-do for Fort Wilderness guests.
Just shake it all about, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around.
After the sing-along is a movie on the big screen. What film is showing is another thing that changes each day and month, so check that recreation schedule. The movie will play at the same time as the Magic Kingdom fireworks though, so you will have to make a choice of which one to watch. To view the fireworks, you need to go to the beach area at the settlement. There is some seating available, as well as a large area to sit on the grass or in the sand. The music for the fireworks is piped into a few speakers, but you will likely have to be pretty close to them to hear it. A fireworks cruise can be reserved at an additional cost if you want a more special experience out on Bay Lake. If you stick around after the fireworks, the electrical water pageant will also make an appearance out beyond the docks. This is a classic display that's been featured at Disney World since opening month, October 1971. Here at the settlement, we should also mention there is another video game arcade, Davy Crockett's Wilderness Arcade, just like little Davy Crockett used to play in when he was a kid. The final list of activities relate to the many horses that call Fort Wilderness home. At the settlement, you can enjoy either a private carriage ride or a shared wagon ride. The path you take around the campsites isn't the most scenic, though it would be more enjoyable around Halloween or Christmas when many campers often have elaborate seasonal displays. But we didn't love the wagon ride and probably wouldn't do it again. If you want to ride a horse yourself, there are options for both kids and adults. Adults can reserve a trail ride at the Trailblaze Corral near the outpost. Kids can enjoy a pony ride at the stables, an area that also has some exhibits and fun facts on display. We will also link in the description a full look at this experience if you want more information. When we first decided to try Fort Wilderness, we honestly were skeptical about staying at a campground instead of one of the usual Disney resorts. But the more we experienced here, the more we came to greatly appreciate all that Fort Wilderness has to offer. Yes, if you're just coming for 4 nights and spending 4 days at the parks, the convenience and comfort of a hotel is likely the way to go. But if you can afford a resort day or two, some time to rest in between those busy park days, there quite possibly may be no better resort option for families than Fort Wilderness.
Happy and you know it, really want to show it. Happy and you know it, give a howl.
not only for the large variety of fun things to do with your kids, the unique memories that you can make here, but also the chance just to relax and take in some of the beauty of our natural world, just like Walt intended.